You can always tell when winter's ended and summer begins because I switch from a severe caffeine addiction to severe alcoholism. What is up, you guys? Welcome to Wil Drum For Food, the rantings of an over-caffeinated madman. Yes, the long night is over. It's done. It's finally. Spring is here. If you look, I don't know if you can see behind me right there. Lilacs are in bloom, and it's over. It's over. Now we go into what we like to call here is 3 months of mosquito infestation. So we go from literally we go straight from snowstorms to mosquitoes. That's life, especially when your backyard looks like that. When you got that in your backyard, you're gonna have some mosquitoes. So where was I? Winter's over. Winter's over and I drink too much. That's what it is, and mosquitoes. So I'm thinking about maybe starting another YouTube channel, and I'll actually just have a show called Social Justice Warriors Ruin Everything, because that's what they do. I swear, social justice warriors sit around and they say, oh, somebody's enjoying this, let's figure out a way to ruin it. So it starts with Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. The last movie, I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did. I thought it was okay. I thought Rogue One was really good. But this new one, Solo, now I haven't seen it. All I'm hearing about is speculation about what's going on the YouTube machine. A lot of people are talking about this. Apparently Disney has gone, and the SJW stuff was in the other movies a little bit, but I was able to look past it. Now, apparently, yeah, you get that squirrel. Where is that squirrel? Watch this. This is hilarious. Where's the squirrel? Go get it. It's right there. Go get it. Right there, Piper. Get it right there. Sorry. Had to tease the dog a little bit. Where was I? Oh, yeah, the new Solo movie. So I was able to look past a lot of the social justice warrior crap in the other movies because I thought the movies are pretty good, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in this new one. And keep in mind, this is all speculation. Nobody's seen this movie yet, but I'm just hearing from what I'm hearing about other YouTube channels that talk about Star Wars a lot. Apparently there is a robot, and scripts are leaked. You know, people know about this stuff. But apparently there is a droid or robot in the movie Solo that is really concerned with droid rights. Think about that for a second. Rights of a droid. What is a droid? A droid is essentially a robot. What is a robot? A robot's essentially a machine. That's like saying my frickin' car, I'm concerned about the rights of my Ford Escorts everywhere. It's the dumbest frickin' thing I've ever heard of. A droid can't have rights because a droid is not a person. A droid isn't even a living thing. My dog has more rights than a frickin' droid because at least my dog has a heartbeat and is a living thing with a personality that wasn't pre-programmed. A droid, it just does what it does. How? What, this is just social justice warrior crap trying to get us to some kind of freaking hidden message. It has nothing. They're just taking all the fun out of this shit. They always do this crap. It leads me to my next point. The Boy Scouts. Somewhere, sometime, there was a social justice warrior said, I don't like the Boy Scouts. I don't think the Boy Scouts is just not inclusive. It's not inclusive to girls. Well, of course it's not inclusive to girls. It's called the frickin' Boy Scouts. It's for boys, all right? I was in Boy Scouts. You know what part of the allure of Boy Scouts was for? There's no girls in Boy Scouts. When you're a 10, 11-year-old boy, you don't want to be around girls. You're not interested in girls, right? You want to hang out with your buds, and you want to do stuff like go camping, and we'd shoot guns. Oh my God, we shot guns. Can you imagine that? An 11-year-old boy shooting a gun. That's just awful. And we built fires, and a friend of mine, this is the best, we were on a camping trip and he had to go take a shit, and my uncle, who was actually the scoutmaster, said, Mr. Holden, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go number 2. And he's like, well, go in the woods and go. He's like, well, there's no toilet paper. And my uncle Tommy, God bless him, goes, just wipe your ass with a leaf. So this kid goes and he wiped his ass with poison ivy. I mean, this is great. This is great stuff that you can tell. You know, there's girls, you think, oh, Mr. Holden, I gotta go pee, but there's no way for me to wipe. What am I gonna use? You can't make fun of that. It's sexual harassment, or so they've completely taken the fun out of Boy Scouts. And to the Girl Scouts' credit, I mean, because there's this whole organization called the Girl Scouts for Girls. They're saying, we're not going to let boys in. And I say, good for them. Really, good for them. And apparently, I just read somewhere that the Boy Scouts have now they're losing members left and right because 10, 11-year-old boys do not want to be around girls. All right. Oh, and another thing, there's only 2 genders. There, I said it. There's only 2 genders, okay? There's boys that want to be girls, but they're still girls. There may be girls that want to be boys, but they're still girls, all right? Had enough. I can't stand it anymore. It's ridiculousness. Completely ridiculous. So, a while back I did an Ask Anything video. Somebody, I think it was, I'm not sure who it was, but they suggested, why don't you tell some stories from some gigs? And I do have a lot of stories. The one I'm going to tell right now, and I actually have video evidence to go along with it. This is the best. So, I've talked about this before in the past, where I played in a group. We were 3 guys, and we toured around the Midwest and East Coast playing college bars. Just this one circuit of bars that we played. And one weekend we'd be in Pittsburgh, and then the next weekend we'd be in Minneapolis. And the next weekend we'd be in Philadelphia or Baltimore. It was a really cool gig. We made pretty good money. Met a lot of cool people. Probably did about 10 years worth of damage to my liver, but it was a lot of fun, man. And you know, the money was good, and it was a really good time. But we had developed a method of, because first of all, we were all a little older. We were playing college bars, so all of us are in our 30s at least. I was already married with a kid, and the singer, he was well on his way to be married. The guitar player, he was the single guy. But you know, two or three of us were pretty well established in our lives and more mature, and probably didn't have we just didn't have the tolerance for young drunk kids. Or I'm convinced, like, some of the worst people on earth are 21, 22-year-old girls, because they annoy the shit out of you. I remember this one girl, I'm playing, and I'm wearing a hat. I got my stick bag off to the side, and I'm playing, and she's drunk, and she's over, and she's doing her dancing thing. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so hot. This guy's gonna be throwing to me. Yeah, we did let girls on stage. That was a whole nother story too. But we did let girls on stage. So she's over, and I know she's thinking, I'm gonna get a drumstick from this guy, and he's gonna let me hit my cymbal because I'm just so cute. She comes over, and she comes behind me, and she tries to get a drumstick, and I went, no. You know, I'm like playing, I'm like, no, don't touch that. She's like, well, why not? I'm like, because. I remember I said this is always my answer. I said, because you are like children, and if I let one of you do it, I have to let everybody in this bar do it. And she's coming over, and then she takes my hat. I'm like, give me my hat back, little girl. She's like, she puts the hat on my head, you know, and she goes, don't you think I'm hot? I'm like, hotness has nothing to do. Yeah, I do. I think you're freaking gorgeous, but I think you're an idiot. Get the away from me. So that was like typically, and like usually I just call a bouncer over, and I will say that I did put up a lot more with the attractive ones than I did the ugly ones. I know how misogynistic of me, but it's true. The better looking you are, the more I would put, like, if like Rosie O'Donnell came up to me, I just kick her. Get the hell away from me. we kind of developed a no tolerance policy of just dealing with drunk people. I remember one time there's like the bars, they'd have like a walkway behind us, and it was a great idea. Let's put a walkway behind the stage and put the drummer right up against it. That was another great, and all these bars had it. Every single one of them had it. This one guy, there was this dude behind me. He kept messing with me and kept messing with me. And I'm like, I remember I'm playing. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking hit you. Stop it. And he's over and he's like grabbing my shirt. And he's like trying to grab drumsticks. And I did this. I went, he's over here. He's kind of off to the left of me, and he's like hitting my hi-hat. And I took a drumstick and I just went, whap, hit him right on the arm. But this is all stuff that I don't have video evidence of. I do have video evidence of this. And this is actually a completely different gig with a completely different band that this band actually did fire me. It might have been for incidences like this. Well, I will just say this. I'm gonna post the video. All right, I'm gonna edit the video in here, and you got to watch this video real closely. I'm going to narrate it a little bit. I'm just going to tell you what to watch for. I'm playing, okay, and notice in the video my nice white Rogers drum set. So this, like I said, this is a completely different club. This is a completely different band than the one I was on the road with. But I had developed over the years this no tolerance policy of drunk people. Just didn't deal with them well. Watch the video, okay? Watch real closely, and you got to watch this real close. You'll see a guy come up on stage. I'm singing, but you'll see a guy come up on stage and grab the mic and start singing, and just watch what happens. Early in the morning, rising to the streets, light me up that cigarette. Track shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to wild How'd you guys like that one? That's how I learned how to deal with drunk people on the road. All right, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Talk to you later.